So we've got our port board down on our clamp. We'll get a little solder flux on it. And we'll start by loosening up some of this lead free. We'll just warm this up a bit, get it flow a bit. I think we're going to go with the low melt on this one to give ourselves a fighting chance. You can see how this stuff likes to ball up. It really doesn't like to solder like regular solder, so you just kind of work it in, let it soak in, let it get in there. I think the iron's about 400 degrees C. I run my irons a little hot. Get some solder wick in here. We'll start wicking this out of here. You want to find a good solder wick. Some of it's not really that great. This has got a pretty fine braid to it. We'll flip it over. We'll start working on this side. These USB, micro USB ports, they've only got 5 pins on them, plus the ground legs. But we're gonna go with just a touch of low melt, loosen them up. Don't want to damage anything. Just give it a little touch. I'm gonna get some of that off the desk. Here we go. Get it in there. Those should be really loosened up now. They're still gonna cool off and solidify, so don't do nothing yet. We're gonna come in with the hot air. We'll start warming this up. It's good. Like I said, this port has a really tall sheet metal on it, so we're really gonna work on these side edges. Get that solder in those holes loosened up good. Pins on the board are probably going to loosen up pretty quick. So we're going to focus on these side edges. And you can see it's moving a little bit. Starting to loosen up. I don't want to do any force yet. When it goes, it's going to just flip right off. If you do these upside down from the back, they fall off. Be patient. Keep working it. There it goes. Do we want to clean any of this up? Yeah, let's start wicking some of this out. You can see there's plenty of flux still on there. When you're doing these pads, you don't want to force down on them. Just let the wick touch it and suck that up. Get that hole cleared out. Look at that, it cleared up nicely. Got this one here. I bet you this is going to fight us. The solder's too far down. I should put some flux on it. Where's my flux? Let's get some solder in it. We'll fill it up to the hole. And then wick it out right away. It's not too bad. Obviously I'm using a fume extractor with this. You don't want to be breathing this. Let's do a little cleanup with a cotton bud and isopropyl. Look at that, that looks gorgeous. No ripped pads. Holes are pretty clear. You can see a couple spots that might fight us going down, but we'll probably drop it in. Here's our port. I had to order one of these ports. All the ports I've got. But not this one, not today. These are really tall. Take a look. So there's the one on the right with the damaged pins. There's a new one on the left. Look how tall that thing is. Isn't that crazy? Let's get some more Flux Our Friend on here. And we're going to tin these pads. I'm going to do the leg holes. Not yet. We're gonna let that come back yet. We'll fill those in later. Get a little tin on those pads, drop our board in. You can see it doesn't want to, there's a little bit of solder in that hole, but that'll loosen up and drop. We're going to come in with the hot air again. As soon as that solder, you see it drop in? You can see those pads getting liquid. This is actually good. This is, those pins are good now. They're a lot easier than USB-Cs. You can see they're all nice and snug on the pads. We'll come on in the back and we'll just flood these legs with leaded solder. So let it flow down in there. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a little more flux on it, but let's keep going. It's flowing pretty good. That looks nice. Let's clean this up a bit. Cotton buds, look at it. All right. You see how some of these boards are kind of porous. It really sucks in that flux. That looks nice. It's good to go. The fillets on the legs don't look too bad. Let's give these a little touch. I just couldn't help it. I gotta touch them. I gotta touch them. There. Oh, that's beautiful.